So we've been talking about schools a lot on this channel, from schools getting defunded, refunded, refurbished, from schools getting shot up, caught up in controversies. Today, we're going to be talking about the controversies. Way better than, anything else that could have been happening in school. Well, a lot of things, I'll say that. Because recently, an incredible story came out of New Mexico, a state that we don't talk about that much. Arguably better than old Mexico. It's that, you've seen a lot of Republicans talk about how children yearn for the mines and that's why they're bringing back child labor. But did you know that they actually yearn for the Coliseum? And now schools have brought back gladiatorial combat. Yup, you're right. Because in New Mexico, a teacher had students duel with swords in class, leading to serious injury of a teenage girl. Yup. Actual dueling. They do have real swords on them. Indeed. They set up the classroom to have all the desks surrounding the entire arena. And they started their epic duel for the ages. Finally, something useful being taught in school. That's true. Martial arts. Ancient martial arts. Finally. Do students chant in the background? Yeah, they went to the music room and they got one of the big drums and like doom 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 doom. Oh, that would have been so crazy. I'm trying to like maneuver around the pictures of how bad the cuts were, because the cuts were so bad that I don't think I can show it on, even blurred. I don't think I can show it on stream. Wait, were these real swords? I'm telling you, I wouldn't be telling you the story if they were battling with plastic swords, wooden swords, foam swords, pool noodles. No, they were battling with real swords. Actual swords. And I'm not talking about the ones that are like dull display swords. I'm talking about real, actual, sharpened swords that could kill someone. Genuine swords. It's significantly less fun now. It was pretty wild.
Tonight, shocking video showing Albuquerque high school students sparring with real swords in the middle of chemistry class.
It's a rapier. That's how you're supposed to use it. Like.
Anyways, I have to take it off screen now because they're going to show something horrible.
And this wasn't teens going rogue, according to a new lawsuit filed by one student who was injured. Their
chemistry class? Chemistry class. I don't know what they were trying to teach in chemistry. I don't know, maybe the makeup of human blood, so they need to get some. They need to grab some. I'm gonna teach you about hemoglobin today. What the hell? What chemistry has something to do with swords, man? Why? That's what we're gonna figure out today is the why. Chemistry class in Albuquerque? Yeah. To study chemistry, you must first study the blade.
Their teacher, Loviata Mitchell, announcing earlier on this day in June of 2022 that she had a surprise for the class, telling them to arrange their desks into a circle, handing one student a rapier-style sword and the other a katana, according to the lawsuit.
So yeah. Yo, it's European highwaymen. It's French highwaymen versus samurai. So that's what that was the plan. Yeah. It's a rapier. That's how you're supposed to use it. The rapier kid had an unfair advantage in reach. So, the craziest thing about it is that if you're wondering which one got cut to finally figure out which one's better, the rapier or the katana, the kid with the katana was the one who got sliced up. So, pretty bad. Welcome to another episode of Death Battle. 14-year-old with rapier versus 14-year-old with katana. Who will win? All they need is blue meth. Chill, this is New Mexico, not Florida. Yeah, that's true. He should have simply just parried. Dumb kid. Silly kid. He could have easily parried. He didn't use his dodge roll once either. But she didn't, my bad. She didn't use her dodge roll once. Katana kid, nah, I'd win. Nah, I'd win. Are you sure? Autumn Sensei, Are you sure you'd win in the fight against against Katana Kyle? Would you win against Rapier Robert? Would you lose? Nah, I'd win. I'd win. Kid named Swords. Harry. Yeah, that's true. He could have gotten a good stagger if he would have gotten up his stagger bar high enough. It's very possible. Unfortunately, they couldn't do that. Anyways, let's continue with this video a little bit longer. Once again, I can't show you too much of it because a lot of it is, well, a decent amount of it is pretty bad.
Then instructing the students to fight as a 2-minute timer counted down.
Yeah, so they had to fight for 2 minutes. This kid is getting poked with a sword. They got poked in the chest and they got poked in the leg with the rapier kid. They no longer want to fight anymore. Their rapiers, so the katana is now facing the ground. They don't think this is fun anymore after they got hit with an actual sword. She said, ow.
But shortly after this video was taken, one student allegedly slicing another student's wrist with a katana-style sword, severing multiple nerves and tendons.
Her surgeon says when he was in there doing the repair that he could feel where the sword had actually indented in the bone.
That student's family now suing the school district, the assistant.
Okay, I want to make one thing clear. I want to make sure if I can show this video. Now, I don't think they show. No, they show it again. I'm gonna keep it off screen just to be sure. Severing their arm off. No, their arm is connected, but it fucked them up bad.
Suing the school district, the assistant principal, Ann Mitchell, alleging as she bled in the classroom, the teacher did not seek immediate medical attention, instead telling students, quote, "I'm in trouble," ordering them.
I'm sorry. You brought actual swords in and have them fight, no protective gear whatsoever. All right, like bringing weapons into the classroom is crazy enough. Letting the kids handle them is crazier. Setting up a gladiatorial battle between them is the craziest, and having no protective armor, bro, you belong in jail. You belong in prison. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Someone actually could have died. Yeah, one kid got too excited and swung the sword. They could have sliced the femoral artery and we would have had a dead kid in our hands. That's crazy. Please arrest. Arrest, take them down, bro. And instead of getting help, as some kids like, my arm. She's like, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. Oh, good. Chad, I'm in trouble. Chad, help me. Oh no, my leg. Oh no. Who could have seen this coming? Honestly, I don't know who could have ever seen this coming, really. The moment blood appears, you stop everything. That's true. But also, you're kind of right, because the moment the single blood cell reaches the part of the brain, that weird, sick, fucked up, tiny, atrophied, anemic part of their brain that thought that this was a good idea, that sparked the thought process that began the cascade of events that led to this kid getting cut. That's when it should have stopped. That's when it should have stopped. It stopped when she should have sought medical help after even thinking, oh dude, let me bring swords in the class. It'll be so cool. What if the kids started sword battling each other? Yo, like shit, bro. Just buy. Yeah, if you're going to do this, why not buy they make little foam swords that can't do any damage. Even then, I feel like it'd be crazy because you could just whap somebody with it and it goes and then that I think you a kid getting whapped with a foam sword. And then they start crying can even possibly be a lawsuit, right? But bringing actual swords into the classroom is the wildest thing I had ever heard in my entire life. I can't even imagine something. I don't know what's next. Is there gonna be, oh dude, that black Nazi guy from North Carolina? If he wins, let me tell you something. Maybe kids are gonna start doing duels in class with actual guns instead of swords, because guns are the lifeblood of America. And so, next time you say that some kid stole your homework and they wouldn't give it back, you just after they asked to copy it or something, you go back to back, you take 10 steps with muskets. It's possible. It's probably could work out. It could go crazy. Don't sleep on it. It could go crazy. Yeah, if the chemistry teacher's doing this, can you imagine what the gym teacher's doing? Then gym teachers having there's there's an assignment where you have to fight each other with flaming and bows and arrows. Oh, dude, can you imagine they're doing jousting in gym class? Oh, it has to be jousting or something, right? They're teaching each other nen. They're teaching the kids nen, growing their nen abilities. Miss Frizzle's field trip just got wild. Yeah, Miss Frizzle field trip taking us to a feudal Japan. Kids have to fight their way back onto the magic school bus. Hopefully this is gonna be a normal field trip with the frizz. No way. Ching ching ching. Your final assignment for the class? Carry this, casual. She just pulls out a sword. Can you imagine that? That shit would be so crazy. Final assignment for the class in chemistry. You have to fight off the teacher with a sword. You just final assignment today, class. I hope you studied. Now, Alan, Kyle, he didn't make it. Looks like someone didn't study. I'm bleeding out. Yeah, they get a giant exclamation point over their head when the lock on hits. Shame, you should have learned to parry. Someone didn't study their parry homework.
Them to delete any video recordings they had. Them to delete, quote, I'm in trouble. Ordering them to delete any video recordings they had taken, and then attempted to call the school's medical office.
The response was not what you would expect. It took about 30 minutes before anyone called 911.
30 minutes? Wait, did she think that the school nurse with like Hello Kitty Band-Aid was going to fix severed nerves? All right. All right. Take away her teacher license as soon as possible. Take it away as ASAP as possible, man. I'm in trouble. 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
An accident report written by the assistant principal saying the teacher brought a prop to school to show a lesson on metal and melding, but responding paramedics say the sword appeared to be real. Almost 2 years later, the lawsuit alleging the student is still struggling to perform normal tasks after surgery and extensive physical therapy.
She's lost a lot of mobility and strength and sensation in her right hand and in her thumb. I think those would be permanent effects.
That teacher, Mrs. Mitchell, could not immediately be reached for comment, while Albuquerque Public Schools, known locally as APS, declining to comment. Now the student and her attorney seeking more information and damages.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Wild, dude. God, this sucks. It's so, she's like, I can't use my fucking hand anymore. I can't use my hand anymore, man. She's like, I can't. This is what chemistry class did to me. You imagine you're in physical therapy. There's somebody there who had chemo. There's somebody there who broke their leg in a car accident. There's someone there with like whiplash or something. You know, somebody fell down the stairs. They're like, "What are you in for?" Oh, I got my hand cut by a kid when a rogue teacher brought a real sword into chemistry class. Bro, what? Hope it wasn't her good hand. I do hope it wasn't her good hand. I hope she's vibing. I hope she'll be okay, but sheesh, dude. That's true. The American education system is something else. A European couldn't possibly even fathom this. I think it's mostly because that if you had a Shindayu. I think if you had like a sword in Europe that they would just snipe you. You know? Like their version of the FBI would like come up and just kill you instantly, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You just get black bagged. They'd be like, how did you get that? Why didn't the kids duel with Yu-Gi-Oh magic cards and not swords? Listen, she said it was supposed to be a class on metal and alloys. So she brought in a sword, which I will say does sound pretty badass. Having the kids battle with them is not badass. That's abusive. If she actually brought in a sword, like a fake sword, you know, like a dull one, and she kept it to herself, and she was like, kids, let me tell you about metal. 1,000 folds. 1,200 years worth of technique. The Japanese katana with alloys still mined from the base of Mount Fuji. Teacher wanted to show the class her bankai. Oh, can you even imagine? Chat, can you even fathom? Like you're like, just another lame day at school, and you walk into chemistry class and you see this. Oh, Miss Kelly, I'm dead. Another sacred blade. My father made this sacred blade to end the war. I jump out the nearest window. I'd be petrified. My father made it. Don't come to school tomorrow, Jack. Oh, it's a little bit of a don't come to school tomorrow anime. Well, a mango, I can't lie. Come here. Come here. Oh. Hi.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.